Yes, you join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me in a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Brennan.
Here.
Alderman Begley. Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Present.
All right, no special presentations tonight. Under the consent calendar, we have the approval of the minutes from the City Council meeting from November 5th, 2024, and the approval of payroll and the voucher list for the period ending November 15th, 2024. Need a
So
motion?
moved.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
All right, no others, no sealed bids. Under my reports, a couple remarks tonight. I was notified this week that Maria Caprio Santo is going to be moving out of town after 40 years of living in town here. And as you know, many of you know, Maria has done a great job as a chairman of our Public Arts Commission over the last 13 years. And, you know, we've gone from having nothing to, you know, we've got sculptures throughout the town. We've got murals that adorn some walls throughout the town. They're responsible for many parts for the Manor program on Harlem Avenue, the Art Garden. They maintain that on an ongoing basis, and the biggest thing they've done recently is the Lights in the Heights, which is coming up next weekend. So, and that's just, I think overall they had 26 sculptures and 6 murals they said they've added to the town. So what that does, though, actually, she's leaving, and also her daughter will be leaving the commission. We have a need for some more members on the commission. So I'm asking, you know, individuals here and individuals at home, you know, if you have a need or if you have a love of art, and don't necessarily have to be an artist, but then you love Palos Heights, we could use you could use your help. You know, just drop a line or give a call to us here to me over at City Hall, and we'll set you up with the people to talk about it. But I think it'd be there's a lot of people in town who that could really do well for them and could do a good job for the city. I mean, it's important that, you know, as our quality of life, we continue to foster that we have this Fine Arts Commission. So again, they've done a great job, and we don't want it to go away. So that being said, I think now is the time maybe to take a little time for everybody to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, which is next week. I think we've got a lot of things to be thankful for here in the city of Palos Heights, the families, just the environment we live in, and so, you know, take time out and, you know, take with your families, and maybe just remember people who are not as fortunate as we happen to be here and during this time of year. So, and that's the end of my report. City Clerk?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report.
City Treasurer is not here today, but I don't believe he has anything. City Attorney, do you have anything?
No report, no report.
Okay, good job. Any communications anyone have?
Yep.
Yes?
From the Lions Club, yes, we to announce that first Lions tree lot will be unloading, or the Lions will be unloading trees at the bank lot located 126 in Harlem at 7:45 a.m. on November 23rd. Also, lot setup will be on the 22nd at 10 a.m. Volunteers are welcome. And lastly, the hours of operation will be weekdays 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. as needed, and weekend 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. as needed. The type of trees this year are balsams, cayman, Frasers, and Douglas fir, which is new this year. The more sturdy tree. And that's it. So we hope you all come up and support the Lions and get your tree there. We hope to be sell out fast.
I would say, and usually you do kind of sell it pretty quickly too.
The last couple of years, yes, because we got some newer trees. They hold the ornaments better, they're stronger, they're fresher, they last much longer, and you get great service too.
If you're looking for a good tree, get a nice pick, get there
And
early,
it's 75, we just celebrated our 75th anniversary in Palos Heights and the Palos area, so put it all together, so we hope to have a good year this year.
Very good. Okay, thank you, sir. Anybody else, any communication?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Last Saturday, I was fortunate enough to go out to Sandburg High School. Sandburg High School and Andrews High School and all of District 230, School District 230, had brought the Medal of Honor bus up to Sandburg and Andrews High School for observations for the students on Thursdays and Friday, and then they left it out there for the public to see it on Saturday. And since I actually personally knew 3 Medal of Honor winners, I went over there to view it, and it was a gorgeous day. It was actually had the auditorium of Sandburg High School with and a free lunch and everything else out there. It was just a wonderful afternoon. I'd just like to say thank you to District 230 and probably about 30 or 40 volunteers from the businesses out in Orland Park for supporting it. That's all.
Very good. It's a nice gesture. Anybody else? Any questions?
Mayor, I just thought of something. I think we all got emails from District 230 as well. I think, as Jerry just pointed out, they do a lot of things. I believe if you want to mark your calendars, if you're not doing anything, I think the same day as our meeting, December 3rd, they're having like a luncheon for aldermen and other public officials over at their district office. I think it's like right on 154th and like by the mall there.
151st and
Or,
94th.
yeah, 151st. And, it's in there somewhere in our emails, and they're asking if people want to go, you're invited.
Yeah, and I plan on being there too. So.
Yeah.
All right, anybody else have anything? Okay. Finance Committee.
Okay.
I'm sorry, citizens wishing? Okay, there's nobody here.
Good.
Finance Committee.
All right, we have a couple of things. I'm going to make another little thing after the numbers 7 and 8. So number 7 is a motion to approve a business improvement grant submitted by Antonio Marmo Tailor Shop in the amount of $25.92.
Moved by Alderman McGovern. Is there a second? Second.
Yeah,
Second by Alderman, was it?
Rogan. Oh.
Alderman Brennan.
anybody.
Flip.
Discussion. All in favor? Roll call. I'm sorry.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye. Next is number 8, motion to approve and sign a grant submitted by, a signed grant submitted by Tobacco Discount in the amount of $2,000.
Moved by Alderman McGovern. Second
Second.
by Alderman McGovern. Discussion.
Yeah, I remember this story a while back, and I'm trying to sort it out. I remember they were selling wholesale out of there, and we never allowed wholesale. Are they doing the same thing still? So they're not selling wholesale still, are they?
They went for a special use and we gave them permission to do that.
Yeah.
Do
And,
that.
and retail, we're selling both.
That's
wholesale
what I
and
thought,
retail.
because they were stopped from doing it.
Yeah, they came in for a special use about 3 or 4 years
I
ago.
mean, they were contradicting the variance to start, the ordinance to start with.
Yeah.
They got caught, but brought me to, is the word discount sort of appropriate in that area there, for that sign there?
That's the name of the company. I mean,
That's the name of their company, or
Yeah.
Tobacco Discount?
Yeah.
It just, lack of another word, just doesn't sell, so I just had some concerns on the look of it. And I just didn't go through committee to look at the sign or approve it, and so I don't know where that came from.
yeah. Mike.
Mayor, just one other point, even though it seems like, 2,000 might be a few dollars, the overall cost that they're spending is $7,400.
Okay.
And it does look a lot better over there
Yeah.
since the
Part
improvements.
part of that whole new shopping center, right?
Right.
Anyway.
So both of these requests are simply for the grant money. They have nothing to do with the signs being approved
No.
for code.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Roll call.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
No,
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye. One more thing, there's a possibility I might not be at the next meeting. So all the aldermen, I think you'll be voting on the budget. The budget's about 100 pages, so some like late night reading for another couple of weeks. You can stay up and that'll put you to sleep for sure. But I also went back, I thought this was interesting, just in case I don't come. I went back and looked at our budgets for previous years. So like in 2017, we were at about 11.8 million balanced. 22, 13 million. Once again, it was balanced by we're doing a good job with the projections. And then 2024, as an example, was like there's our current year 13.8, and if everything goes well, we're going to hit it just about right on the nose. And for 2025, it's going to be 14.4, which is pretty interesting. Like our projections for revenue and for expenses are both just a tad under $14.5 million. And when you think of it, there's one more thing. The biggest thing on capital projects for next year is like going to be about $3.5 million. And in that, we have different expenditures. Most of them are under $1 million, but we do have, like I would say every year pretty much lately, rec, Lake Catherine, and some additional expenditures that we have fixing up different things that like on the improvements that we make to all the rec buildings. You can't just build them, you have to service them as well. And so that makes up more than a third of the 3.6. But I think it's really important to highlight the fact that especially when people look at like you're spending money, but we're balancing these budgets year after year. Illinois is an example, like it's been on the news the last couple of weeks. The budget, we're $3.5 billion, not million, billion on an unbalanced budget in Illinois. And that's even after that Inflation Act bailed out like, hundreds, in the billions, and got us down to almost like zero. Now we're already back up to 3.5. So I think overall, everybody up here should be, congratulated in the way this city is run, because, not a lot of towns can do this.
Right. That's actually, after the fact, the state has taken away our distributive monies over the years too. And, it used to be 10%, now it's down to, 6, and we're,
Yeah,
so.
that's it. I'm glad you brought that up, Mayor. That's actually a concern because, with the balanced budget that we have, that's good. However, we depend on downstreaming from the state with money. The other thing is, which I don't think is a smart political move, and I wish maybe your mayor's conference would talk about it, is, I think I'd rather have the governor being more passive than aggressive with some of these, like the immigration thing. He's, going to put the boxing gloves on, you got to come up through him and all this other stuff. I don't think that's really smart because, they depend on money from Washington, D.C., just like the cities like Palos Heights and all the other cities in Illinois depend on getting money from the state. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the money that we spend, we get grants and things from the state. And, Bob was able to work with Senator Cunningham and some of the representatives so that we get some of that money. But if the funnel gets turned off, they're going to be saying no. And then these numbers that we're just like we're bragging about being balanced, we might not be able to talk about it like that. In fact, I might not even bring it up. But if it's not going to be balanced. But I just think that Suburban Mayor's Conference, when you think of it, like the whole state is kind of like not 50-50, but 45-55 divided on a lot of these different big political things. And I just think that, it's better to keep your enemies close than keep them away from you. I'd rather see them being more passive.
Just to reiterate, it's a point of constant discussion with those people, so,
Okay.
And Tom will relate to it too,
Yeah. I think it's really something that you guys should really hammer down, because...
And we make trips down to Springfield doing the same thing, so.
Okay, good.
Just
That's the
so,
end of my report.
just so everybody knows, we will be in the black by the end of next year, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just to verify that
Yeah,
one.
yes, we will, definitely.
You scared me.
That's it.
All right, public safety, Alderman Basso?
Yes, Mayor, I have no items on the agenda this evening, but I'd like to make a couple of announcements. as the holiday seasons come about. Remember to keep diligent, especially with the common sense precautions of keeping your car locked, not keeping anything of in sight of value inside your car, especially when you're shopping. Carry the minimum amount of credit cards that you have to when you're going out for the day. And also, our police department and our Channel 4 news station has collaborated on a program about the latest scams, current scams. And I've just been told that that program can be viewed anytime on YouTube, and it'll be showing on Channel 4 starting tomorrow around mid-morning. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And finally, I'd like to announce that our public safety meeting of next Tuesday has been canceled.
All right,
Thank you.
Alderman. Municipal grounds and property, Alderman Begley.
Thanks, Mayor. I just have an announcement tonight, and then I have one motion. First up, the remaining portion of the old parking lot at Lake Catherine is going to likely get repaved before the end of the year. We got a grant to get that accomplished, and so we're hoping to get that done before the end of the year, which would be fantastic.
We need one more approval, I found out today. So
Oh, we have one more approval? Okay, all right,
We'll
so
get-
hold on.
It should be okay. No, it should be okay,
We're
though.
not
It should be
quite
okay.
there. Come on.
I talked to Adam this morning.
Okay, well, we'll update when we get
No, no,
that, but
it's-
hopefully that'll happen. And then tonight I have another Lake Catherine matter. I have a motion to approve the purchase and planting of 17 trees and 9 shrubs around the new Lake Catherine Trailhead parking lot in the amount of $10,550 with CNC Landscapes.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Begley, seconded by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
And the parking lot looks very nice, by the way.
It does look nice. They
The
did a
grass
great
is coming
job.
in and it's starting to
Yeah, so that's the end of my report this
Great,
evening.
thanks,
Thank you.
Alderman Begley. Planning and zoning, Alderman McGovern?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
All right, Alderman Key.
He's got one.
Okay, I'd first like to make a motion to approve the 2024 holiday and the 2025 calendar hours of operation at the rec center. This is something we do every year.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key, seconded by Alderman Begley. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve the 2025 open gym non-resident fees for participation at the rec center.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Begley. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment number 3 to Simpson Construction in the amount of $393,359.58 for work completed for work on the pool improvement project.
Moved by
Second.
Alderman Key, seconded by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment number 5 to Hacienda Landscaping in the amount of $64,723.35 for work completed on the Orchard Park project.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman who seconded it? I'm sorry. Begley?
Brennan did.
Oh, Brennan. Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Roll call?
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment number 3 to Splashtacular LLC in the amount of $41,260 for water slide design, materials, freight, installation, labor supervision as part of the pool project.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Basso. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment number 4 to Splashtacular LLC in the amount of $13,752 for escrow account of the new pool slide for the pool project.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes. Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of restoration services for the current pool slide from Safe Slide Restoration in the amount of $42,260.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of concrete removal, replacement of pool entrance for the pool improvement project in the amount of $13,975.50 for field order number 006 by Simpson Construction.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve purchase of a chain link fencing for the pool improvement project in the amount of $8,242.50 for field order number 007 by Simpson Construction.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Brennan. Discussion? Roll call.
Sorry.
Okay.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Motion to approve the purchase of an ADA exterior drinking fountain for the pool improvement project per the building department inspections in the amount of $6,442.80 for field order number 008 by Simpson Construction.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes. Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of a park sign for Orchard Park from Sign Outlet in the amount of $5,565.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Brennan. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of fencing and insulation for the Orchard Park Splash Pad and Recreation Center dumpster enclosure by K Brothers Fence Company in an amount of $13,254.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
And finally, I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to Williams Architect in the amount of $5,238.32 for construction administrative services, reimbursables, and unit billing items for Phase 1 of the pool project.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Brennan. Discussion?
Question.
Yes.
Simple question. Now, all this is done on grant money, correct?
No.
No.
This is all out of our own pocket?
The OSLAD grant is for $600,000 of the total project, which is about $1.8 million.
About $1.8 million. And the rest of it's our money?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question on that. Jeff, because I was looking at the budget, it shows for next year, that we're looking at 300, so if we collected 3 and then we're gonna get another 3?
I'm not sure what we've collected. We may have gotten the whole thing.
No, you're getting 600 next year.
Okay, because I think it was.
Once it's complete and then inspected and we meet all the
Right.
criteria, then they come out and
Yeah,
release
just-
the money.
Did we vote on this yet? The
Yes.
last point?
No.
Oh, no, we're not
No,
voting.
I'll bring, up at the end, I'll bring it up.
Any other discussion?
Oh, and I thank you for your answer.
Sure.
Roll call.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes,
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Mr.
So
Mayor.
this is a long list, but we have 2 different projects going on because
right.
we're fishing Orchard Park, so, yes.
Yeah, I have a question. I'm not on rec. Because that's like over like $600,000. Next year, we've got about $1.2 billion just for the pool in the budget for capital improvement. So we're spending a lot of money over there, and plus, we've been spending money all year. How often do we look at, like, I noticed in the rec thing, we were talking about, changing around maybe the gym fees. Do we take a hard look at, like, the pool costs? Like, obviously, we're upgrading the slides and stuff. Is it time to maybe, like, change the fees that we charge to offset a lot of these expenses? Because we're certainly upgrading everything over there.
No, absolutely. And they do, in fact, in December, at our December meeting, the supervisors come and they talk about the programming and the facilities, and especially when it comes to programming, if there's programmings that are under,
Not
doing their
making-
job, then
yeah.
they delete those and add new programs, and we look at all the facilities, what needs to be done, and all that, and part of what we did in the earlier motions were, let's see, which one it is. Okay, so number 11 was motion to approve 2025 open gym non-resident fees, because we raised those.
Yeah,
And so they're constantly looking at that. Now, something to keep in mind too is, January 1st, wages go up to $15 an hour.
wow.
That one thing, and that comes from the state, that's not us, that costs us $30,000. That
Oh, yeah.
one
Yeah.
thing.
Well, that's to my point. I think that, I don't know the last time, that we raised the fees for the
Yes.
pool. But, we're certainly going to have a much better pool with all the money that we're spending over there.
Sure.
And next year, it's going to be even like double.
Yeah.
And in the millions. So to me, I think that, we should take a look. And even like, this goes back a long time ago, but at one point we almost closed the pool and we voted against it to keep it. We voted to close the pool. And then there was a citizens group that formed that said, we'll help raise money so that you can get the pool like to kind of a break even, if I recall. And it had to be maybe, 20 years ago maybe.
Right.
And or 15.
About
And,
15, yeah.
And so my point is, I think we ought to just keep an eye on it because it's really our biggest expense within the budget. And we only have a couple areas where we can get money that's not taxation money. And this is the pool, the people coming in for the pool that use it would be a way to get some of the money to offset these $1 million a year expenses that we have to keep the pool basically up and running.
Well, and I remember going back to the 15 years ago when we redid
Yeah.
the pool, we looked at all of the resident versus non-resident fees, and we saw that there was a need to change some of those to make it more profitable, for the pool, because we were losing money on, whether it be non-residents, and you get, there's a saturation point. You can raise it so high, then you start losing non-residents, but you do need the non-residents to make money, so.
Right.
So they
And last
do look at it.
Tuesday at committee, we discussed that exact thing. And Matt Fairbanks, our director, he talked about the difference between resident rates and non-resident rates. And so it's being reviewed constantly.
Right.
And we make little tweaks like that. It doesn't look like much in motion 11. It's because it's just talking about generally the rates. But that's been discussed in committee, so.
Right. Yeah, I just, it's just something to think about so we can kind of get closer
Sure.
to break even.
And they keep a lot of data collection on this, and like with the programming, half the money of the programs comes in. It's 50%, which is a high number.
Right.
So we keep track of that. Thank you.
And quite frankly, our staff's done a great job, I think, because we have run at a surplus every year for the last 20 years. So I mean, that tells you right there, they're
Yeah.
watching what they're doing, so.
And little by little, we've been addressing needs at the pool because some of the decking, the cement decking needed to be done, and the wooden decks. And if you remember 2 years ago, Public Works, we had such a mild winter that Public Works was actually able to save us tens of thousands of dollars by doing some of the work in-house.
Realize that the pool's 50 years old.
Yeah.
It was opened in 73.
And the pool house itself, we're basically getting a brand new pool house.
Yeah. All right, anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Alderman Clifford, Roads and Construction?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Motion to approve payment for the 2024 MFT road resurfacing project to M&J Asphalt Paving Company, Inc. in the amount of $599,183.92.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
By Alderman Begley. Discussion?
This includes all the punch lists and cited road issues they had.
Great.
They've all been fixed.
All right.
And we're holding a retainer on them.
Roll call?
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
And next motion to approve a master license agreement between the Zale Group and LLC and the City of Palos Heights for the use of the city's right-of-way. This is for directional boring of cable and fiber installations.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski. Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Next motion to adopt the resolution for construction of state right-of-way, state highways for a period of 2 years for 2025 and 2026.
Move on.
That's work we do on the right-of-ways.
Great. Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
And lastly, a motion to adopt payment for Morris Engineering for engineering service for various projects throughout the city in the amount of $10,799.85.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
And just an update on, we've been discussing probably in the spring about relieving some of the flooding problems over on Harold Avenue. It'd be a pretty decisive job over there, so that's in the works right now. We won't have a further update to the next road meeting.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir.
End of my report.
License permits and franchises. Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one item this evening. I'd like to make a motion to approve an intergovernmental agreement with Cook County Health for the provision of environmental health inspection services rendering through December 1st, 2024 through November 30th, 2025.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Alderman Lewandowski, second by Alderman McGovern.
Mr.
Discussion?
Mayor, this is a re-up of the services provided by Cook County to perform health inspections at all our restaurants and jewels.
Right, great. Any other questions? Roll call.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's the end of my report.
Water and sewer, Alderman Brennan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report.
Got up easy tonight.
Mr. Mayor, I have a question which pertains to water and sewer.
Sure.
Is there any possible way that we can give the unincorporated residents receiving our water senior discounts?
Well, we sell them the water in bulk, so what they do after that,
It's up to them.
they bill
It's
them.
up to them.
Our unincorporated?
Right.
Yeah.
I believe that's the way it works. We can check on it, but I think that's the way it works. So,
Okay, thank you.
okay. All right. Special Committees, Economic and Business Development, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So Chris Kringle Market is right around the corner on December 6th and 7th. On Friday night, it's open from 5 to 9. And on Saturday, the 7th, from 10 to 5. We have 70 vendors. They also have food vendors coming, so bring your family, have a meal there, do the shopping. If you look on the Facebook post for the rec department, you can, their latest post about the Kringle Market shows 50 of the 70 vendors that are coming. So you can, there's something for everyone. That it's just a kind of an exciting event. So come out. We'll have the street lighting, of course, the opening exercises on Friday. The Shepherd Choir is singing. The mayor will be there to hit the lights for Harlem Avenue and the tree lighting and all that. So it's a big family event, so come out. And then on Saturday also, we have the Christmas parade, thanks to Alderman Begley. And that starts at 10:45 at 126 in Harlem and comes all the way to Route 83. So the last couple of years, it's been really well attended, so come out with your whole family to watch Santa come to Palos Heights.
Great. That's it.
Thank you.
Cable TV, Alderman McGovern.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Any old business? Citizens wishing to ask questions? Okay, nothing there. Any new business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
To all.
Birds, these butterflies.
I
these-
like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Grassroots movement.
It's a
Here
grassroots
we go.
movement,
Wild
right?
birds of the
Exactly,
movement.
yeah.
Let's create our own national park.
Exactly.